think he wanted to be on the show.
I could have went home, but I chose to stay. Yes, I'm not
to be on the show.
I don't think so. I think I stayed to really see this through.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Becoming Punky. And in this video, me and the babe will be discussing Love is Blind Season 10's Devonta and Brittany's engagement. Hopefully you have already seen it from episode 1 to 12, right? It's 12 episodes.
Yeah.
And, you peel that?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't do nothing.
I know. I know you don't have to, but
okay,
that's just me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's morning time. So
right. We're juicing.
We're juicing our apple, carrot, ginger.
You want beets?
Juice. I don't know.
Okay.
So we do not agree with how genuine Devonta was.
Today was supposed to be our wedding day. She was ready for marriage, but there was always doubt in my head.
We had to rewatch it, actually. We had to rewatch it because I had already came to a judgment when I heard Brittany tell him that
I know you're not somebody that's ever going to be like gushing over me.
Yeah.
It's like not your personality.
I thought that was fucking ridiculous.
It could be and it could not be. You know, everybody's love language is different. You know, like she had commitment issues. Well, not commitment issues, but some type of issues in the past, clearly. And it was coming to surface during this engagement.
Right.
You know, because he did compliment her multiple times, but it wasn't the type of compliment she wanted.
We never seen him compliment her in real time.
Correct.
It's never in real time where he's actually saying anything nice to her.
But he wasn't mean to her.
No, he was cordial. He was being a gentleman, quote unquote, so to speak. Like, so he's not trying to purposely be mean to her. Like, that would be awful.
Well, yeah, he was never mean to her, but I think we need to take a step back because in the beginning, he stated she's not his typical type.
I fell in love with Brittany. Just so happened that she is a woman of color. That's something I've never actually dated.
But we felt like he only date white women.
Possibly, but we all know that you don't see this person. So I believe that he came in, yeah, she's not my typical type, but I'm going to give it a try. But I feel like he was still in it. He still was there, but he still was laughing with her. He still was giving her a kiss. There was a point where she said she always had to go in for a kiss. But she also said there was a time he came in for a kiss himself. I feel as though he was
I do not remember that.
You just give me like these little pecks, like you don't want to like touch me. And then like he was the one that actually like gave me a kiss goodnight. I'm like, okay, so it's in there.
I feel like then it got to the point where she felt like maybe it's the physical, right? She felt like, okay, everybody else is being physical with each other, but we're not.
Yeah.
So maybe we should do that to make things better.
So the way that it sounds is he never took that chance to have sex with her, even after she said that he could. I don't even think that it was always. Okay,
maybe she felt. Maybe he felt as though.
Come on, let's go.
He always wanted to go to sleep.
I am getting sleepy. Very, very sleepy. So, I think we get ready for some bed.
Alright, so hold on! Look at all the shit flying Anywho, first of all, he was very, from what I could tell, expressive in the pods.
Oh, you have me smiling ear to ear.
Yeah, you got the tingling wiggly.
I have the tingling wiggler. I have the tingling wiggler.
I'm saying I ain't really see his energy stay that way after they met. I don't think it ever switched to him being okay with how she looked. But let's think back to when he met the family and the dad asks, is there any, like, are you having any doubts? Yeah, any hesitations? Is anything that would make you say, He said no. That was a lie.
He lied. Because
that was a lie.
I mean, how do you literally right here say to dad, of course I do. I don't like this, that. I mean, no one really does that.
That's
like, let's be real. Nobody really does that.
Now, I understand he's not going to come out to the dad and say, your daughter is not my type. I don't really deal with Spanish women.
Right.
He's not going to say that. That would be rude. I'm sure he's not going to say that. However, he could have made up anything because towards the end, he said she had bought a dress already beforehand.
She already pre-purchased her wedding dress.
Which was probably just something he pulled out his ass.
Correct.
And the other thing was a prenup, which he didn't mention till the very end. Yeah. Which is also full of shit. He was, see, she's agreeing. He was full of shit. He could have pulled the plug on it at any time because she kept giving him an out.
He should have just gone home. He should have gone home after his grandpa died.
I think he genuinely wanted to see it through. He was really a part of the process. People normally, we've seen seasons where people would, oh, ain't my type, I'm out. They leave right then and there and not even give it a chance, a try. He actually was trying. When she came to him with her issues about what she didn't like he wasn't doing this enough, that enough, he expressed he definitely expressed himself and said why. Now let's go back to a very good point to mention where she felt alone, right? She felt alone because he just lost his grandfather. He lost his grandfather, so she
said he could have went home. And he didn't go home.
Right, so what does that show? What does that prove right there?
That he still want to be on the show. That he still want to be on the show.
My God.
This man is a realtor. No, he's a loan officer. Being on the show will up his business. I'm almost certain it upped his business. I think he wanted to be on the show.
I could have went home, but I chose to stay. Yes, I'm not
to be on the show.
I don't think so. I think I stayed to really see this through. Now,
I disagree.
She was selfish. She said,
"Ooh, she's selfish."
She was selfish. He could have left. Then she said, "He expect me to just understand." Well, of course, because same way you saying he about to be my husband. What if this happened?
She mentioned that he had spoke to her in 2 days.
I'm pissed off that I'm expressing my feelings, and he thinks that I'm just supposed to understand. That it's okay for you to not talk to me for 2 days.
He stayed in this experiment even after his grandfather died, and she goes and say, "Oh well, he expect me to be understanding." How you gonna be his wife? How are you preparing to be his wife? He just had a loss. And you say he expect me to be understanding?
I've been understanding and giving you space.
Well, I feel like you're not being understanding right now.
This is the time to show up and to show him your capabilities and how you're going to hold him down and rock out for him at his hard times. It happened to come early, but this was your moment.
I agree with that. But that's also her saying, you didn't speak to me in 2 days. That's me trying to be there. Even when he mentioned, she said something about him waking up in the morning and being already out of the bed reading books. And he was like, I just need my me time. I don't want to lay in the bed all day. Blah, blah, blah. Who don't want to lay in the bed all day with a woman they're attracted to?
That is true.
On an island, mind you. We on a vacation.
But you got to understand.
If you're not sleeping with your woman on vacation, it's done.
Well, we already know they're not sleeping together. So that part is already...
But she said that they could. She said that you got the green light to do so. Like, she was like, he asked, can I touch your breast? Like, he was being respectful.
Yeah.
All right, pal. Cool, Devonta.
Don't do that. Like,
all right. Okay.
Women want a man that's respectful. So therefore, good job.
No. If you weren't my fiance,
but I'm a fiance with a
you're my fiance
who doesn't want to be physical. So therefore, I'm gonna. Is it cool if I even if it's cool if I hold you, put my arm around you? If I cuddle you?
How about this? That mean he don't got no
Yeah, he don't.
He don't got no zhuzh. And I'm gonna tell you why. And also he don't have no zhuzh because he's not attracted to her. He's not really into her.
Yeah.
He's not really into her. But if he were, the whole thing with them kissing, right?
Okay.
When you start kissing your woman, it already leads to other things, unless she pull away, right? So say we're kissing, and then once we kissing, you get in the body language, like, all right, she don't want it to lead to anything else,
which is a tease.
However, I'm guessing that especially after she said it's okay for us to sleep together,
right?
if we start kissing and that's what I want, that's what would have happened. But I don't believe that he wanted that. He didn't even show her that he was really even, to me, trying to be interested. Because going back to the part where he said that I'll be outside and I'll be having my own time.
Yeah.
She said, why don't you just include me?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you say something? It's easy to make somebody feel like you're interested without actually sleeping with them. You know, you go by, you go, good morning, babe.
She mentioned that. She said he walked past her.
And he doesn't acknowledge her.
Like when you walk by me, it's like you just walk by me. You don't like interact or like grab me or like touch my back or give me like a kiss or anything like that.
Now we don't know if this is the moment where this family
This
loss
juice is good.
This family loss just occurred because we don't really know the timeline. So just imagine losing somebody. You mean you in your head for a little bit. You walking past and, you know, he said she needed a lot of reassurance.
Yeah,
which she does.
Yeah,
she
he
agreed.
did say that.
She agreed. I'm projecting my past onto this relationship.
I think something that I need to do is stop projecting my past relationship insecurities on you. And I think that also means that I have some work I need to do outside of us.
Yeah.
So I feel like she playing a part on making this engagement already like draining, because I gotta pick up whatever slack or whatever, you know, I gotta do whatever issues from your past and you putting that on me. So now my compliments ain't good enough. Now if I don't hug you and kiss you every time I walk past you, I'm not into you. Now you feel like I don't like you. Now I feel like
he's talking about he don't want to be feeling like he is forced. Well, of course you feel forced because you're not genuinely into her. That's why you feel like
let's take it back
forced.
real fast. I'm gonna make a real good point real fast.
All right.
So love language, right? Everybody show they love in different ways. Say I like for you to no. Say I like for you to be all up on me, right? I like for you to be all up on me. The way you show your love is acts of service. Maybe you do my laundry, or you do something like that. So you showing your love in the way that you show your love, and I want it the way that I want it. I just forgot the point that I was making. I just forgot. Wait a minute. Okay, now I'm back. So Neil, that you say, but I want this instead. You don't do this enough. I want this instead. To turn around the same day and do it, it does feel like that's fake. Like
in Cabo, you know, when I did compliment like your bathing suit, like I was starting to like open up. I don't remember the exact comment, but it was just like, you haven't called me pretty, and then internally for me, I'm just like, okay, well now I don't want to, because like you're forcing me. Then I was like, well now I don't feel like it's genuine if I say anything.
You can't say it right now and then I turn around and hurry up and start rubbing on you and stuff, because it just don't feel right. It
feel right to her. It feel right to her.
But the opposite party is like,
but
it's the
issue is not.
Let me do it. I'm gonna do it.
The issue is that you don't. The issue is that I have to come to tell you to do it.
But that's getting to know somebody. You getting to know what they like, what they don't like. So therefore, I don't know that you want me to touch you every. But
it's natural to just want to touch someone you're attracted to.
This is the part of combining two people together, getting to know two people. I don't do the things you do. I don't live the life you live. We are opposites. So yes,
he sure was probably very expressive in the past before he saw her.
Maybe.
That's what I think. And I think that I'm not gonna say he flat out let her the entire thing, because there was different things like his grandfather passing away and stuff. So he had a lot of stuff going on with him. But I think he could have been a lot more honest and told her that he was not physically into her, instead of her just clinging to, she's trying her best because she can feel it. Yeah. She mentions it.
Yeah.
I feel like I might be into you more than you're into me. You're so pretty. You're so beautiful. I love your little eyelashes.
She's beautiful.
And I do really like your lashes. They're very voluptuous. and your soft curly hair. I love your height.
Really?
Yeah, because I can hide my snacks in the big cupboard. So I think it's really attractive. And your smile is contagious.
This is what I want to say, though. The fact when at the end of episode 12, where he was leaving, and again, she's trying to, God, I felt bad for her. You know, I felt bad for her. Like, I'm 1,000% sure that we gonna be married. Ain't no way, baby. Ain't no way.
We'll stay in touch. Yeah, we'll stay in touch for sure. We're gonna make this work. He did not lead her on. I don't feel like he did. And I'm all for my girls. I'm all for my woman. I'm a girl's girl, but he did not.
That is a good point. That is a good point. He did not feed into.
No.
Because he said, she was like, so what does this mean for us moving forward or whatever?
The initial like shock of it all, of like, okay, I'm not getting married. It was like, okay, I'm not getting married, but now what does our life look like? Like, where do we go from here?
I'm not a fortune teller, so I don't know. There's still doubts that I have, but it's like, I don't know the answer. I don't know.
Only time will tell.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know what the future holds. I don't, like, if I did, like, life would be different, but my doubts moving forward in the relationship, what does it look like? You're not going to just date someone to date. Like, I'm not going to date someone just to date. Like, I'm dating to get married.
The whole point of dating is I want to marry. But he didn't marry her. So that means there's no point in them dating, but it didn't click for her.
No.
That did not click for her. She's still like, I know, I'm 1,000% sure I done met the love of my life. That's my best friend. How is he all those things and you didn't even feel secure with him?
Remember, she said, I feel safe with him. She started saying anything to make herself feel like this
was
my
a sure
person.
thing. That was,
and he did not gaslight her. He did not manipulate her.
He said, I felt doubtful the entire time.
And that's okay. This is new.
No, that's for him to express that to her.
Well, yeah.
Because as far as they're concerned, and mind you, we didn't see all the ins and outs of their relationship. We really, really didn't.
Right.
But, damn, what I was going to say. Oh, him being doubtful, he could have said whatever those reasons were. Because she always said, we don't got nothing else going on. We have no issues.
They didn't,
We have no, at least we don't see.
Right.
We don't have any other issues, but I guess this physical part. The physical part, I believe, is the issue. But to me, it don't seem like whenever she came to him with that, he tried to, what's the word? Not appease. I don't know if that's the word, but he kept trying to make her feel like it was, that's gaslighting. You always trying to make you feel like it ain't what you think it is.
Okay. He could have even let her walk in the aisle and said no to her in front of everyone, but he didn't even do that to her. A lot of the guys would go down the aisle with you just to turn you down and embarrass you, knowing that they were going to say no. He stopped it before it even got to that point.
No, that's good. I appreciate that. I told you he was a good guy. I mean,
he's exactly.
I said he was being a gentleman. I said he was being a gentleman. He
went about the experiment the best that he could. I truly believe. I do not believe that he had any harm in this. I think he tried. Now, don't get me wrong. It sucks that it didn't work out or her feelings were hurt. I get it. I feel for her too. But when you look at it, like honestly,
I think
he could have been more honest. But besides that, I feel like he tried, and it just wasn't a match. It just
I think he could have did a lot better than what he did.
Who y'all agree with? Me.
Yeah, was Devonta a gaslighter? Was he manipulating her? Was he full of shit? Or was he genuine and really trying to make it work? Right. Let us know in the comments who you agree with, me or Steph. Punky for sure.